everyone, welcome to ARK Talkies, the Anjana Kumar show where you and we get to change and be the inspiration. And I'm your host, Anjana Kumar. We are continuing our podcast. Remember, we were here talking about stress, and today the topic is on 5 yoga techniques that can help one de-stress. That's right, we're continuing our podcast journey, and this one is surely going to unearth many things. With me is Anastasia Olimpska, and she is the owner of Amina Yoga Center. She's also a yoga teacher. Also with us is Nela, who is the founder of Drops of Wellness, and she's also a conscious facilitator. What an amazing title. We are going to talk more on that. So ladies, thank you so much for joining. And 5 yoga techniques. So for years and years, we know that yoga is one of the best ways to balance one's chakras, balance one's mind and body, and I think a lot has also been said about how the Western world adopted to yoga, which actually originated in India, and how it sort of transformed people's lives. So you are a yoga teacher, Anastasia, so please.
Yes, I'm also a big fan of yoga. I'm not only a yoga teacher, I'm a long-time yoga practitioner, and I can say that yoga is actually, in my opinion, is a ladder to the salvation. It's actually the only instrument and tool which is now very affordable and accessible to all people around us. And through this actually very simple technique, you can achieve the highest level of existence in terms of physical, mental, emotional, and any other good states of mind. So what I would like to clarify that yoga is actually goes from the Sanskrit word yog, which means to join, to connect. So the word yoga means union, union of body, mind, and soul. So most of us are disconnected from our souls nowadays and from our mind. We are not aware of what's happening even to us around this hectic life. But yoga helps you to restore this connection between your body, mind, and your soul. And the last and final point is to connect you with the Creator, with the divine and supreme spirit, whatever religion you practice, it doesn't matter, because it connects you to that one cosmic huge energy. But unfortunately, it's very difficult to do nowadays because we don't feel our bodies, we don't know anything about our bodies, and we have to go through this very thoroughly because it's a very long journey. And regarding yoga, this is actually all these asanas that you see. For people, they take it as a just physical exercises, and some of them are very like superficial about yoga. They got something about breathing, or maybe for very slim ladies who do just splits and difficult asanas. It's not like this. Yoga is for everyone, for any age, for any health condition, for any type of disease. We can find exercises for all of the type of people. No matter what your physical abilities are, you can practice yoga, and you can start at any time. The only thing that you have to find an authentic teacher, a guide, because unfortunately it's impossible to practice through YouTube and those apps and videos. This is a huge illusion. You cannot do that.
I agree.
And in terms of yoga, this all asanas, that's what I wanted to said from the beginning. So you have to understand that when you do these asanas, you prepare your body for meditation. So there is no other purpose. Because our bodies are so blocked. As you said, we have no life force, no circulation proper circulation.
That's true.
The circulation is blocked everywhere. That's why yoga is starting from Surya Namaskar, finishing with all asanas and shavasana, helps you to activate all those energy centers, which are called also chakras, and they are related to glands, to the internal organs. So each asana basically in yoga is is related to, to turn on this circulation process and to open the blockages, so the energy will flow freely, and you will feel active, rejuvenated, and happy. And
absolutely
healthy.
So beautiful. I mean, that is so true. It's all about the blood circulation and
energy flow.
Energy flow,
flow, which goes from the root chakras, through the channel of Sushumna and connects you to the Supreme Source.
Yes.
And yoga, actually, all asanas are about like opening this kind of energy centers, I would say it, you know. And each energy center is related to the gland.
Absolutely.
So that is very simple, and whatever you see on the mat, it's actually just to prepare your body, so your body won't bother you during meditation, which is the final point of yoga.
Right.
And of course, it should be accompanied with a philosophy approach and deep understanding of the yogic life with different kinds of values and moral issues and so on and so forth.
So, you spoke about the chakras, the 7 chakras. So, if you want to just run us through with the 7 chakras and the glands that are associated with it, and how even which chakra is the most important and what does it help with?
So this is very good question. Thank you. Because we have to understand only one thing, that it's very important that we activate at least the first 3 lower chakras. That will be enough for the happy existence on this earth. Not every soul is ready for opening other chakras, because it creates a lot of extra vibrations with the...
That's very interesting.
So it's very nice to start from the lower chakras, and for most people these chakras are either not functioning well or blocked or protruded. There are so many things. Or not. That's why we can experience a lot of issues on physical level, on emotional level. So if it's a root chakra, Muladhara chakra, it will have different kinds of problems with the finances, and also fear of losing their financial status because they are not rooted, they don't feel connection to the Mother Earth. And it causes a lot of diseases on the physical level. So, and of course, second chakra, this is
the sacral chakra,
the Svadhisthana chakra, and your energy and power in terms of reproductive system. And the third one, it will be more than enough, because it's the connection with the society, your self-realization. And of course, we have a lot of people with diabetes. Which when the pancreas stops working, because the gland, which is located in the solar plex and the Manipura chakra, the yellow one, it just stops producing the insulin. That's why people feel unhappy. Actually, another side effect of the diabetes is that people don't feel any pleasure about life anymore. So I would say these 3, it's connected. And in yoga, actually, anything can activate, starting from Surya Namaskar. If you just practice Surya Namaskar every day, 15 minutes, you can actually activate all 7 chakras.
All 3, all the 7.
The sun salutation. It balances all 7. But I started talking about the 3 first, because in my experience, people have problems already with the first 2, 3.
I agree with you.
I'm not going up, because this is very long story.
It's a long story. And in many ways, I feel...
it will be enough just to, activate and at least in balance. Keep it in balance. I'm not saying to make it bright and become a movie star through opening Manipura, This is... You can try, why not?
But...
sorry, I would say, that when I was studying yoga, and I had the course... with my Indian teachers, and they told me that there are techniques related in the mountains of India. There are specialists who can activate your Muladhara chakra, the red root chakra, which is responsible for money. And
I think it's the most important chakra. It is the first.
It is, because it is the root.
Exactly, it's the root.
It's how you are
the
grounded,
life force came into
how
being.
much you have the strength which is holding you. So there are cases when the Americans came to India to activate this chakra, and after activation this chakra, they became millionaires.
Okay.
That's what I was told. I don't know, yeah. But
let's go and talk to them. Let's go and meet them. We need to meet them.
Let's have a class on Manipura, on Muladhara chakra and activate it and become very rich.
I know.
But jokes aside,
it is true.
Yeah,
it is true. Because your root chakra is your foundation. And if you activate that, then it's amazing. It just opens up so many things. And I think 90% of the people don't have their root chakra in place. Like, it's not aligned.
You are totally right.
Yes. So, and I think the problem starts straight away there.
And some of them, that's why we have a lot of, diseases related to this area.
Okay.
And most of all, fears. Because
fears, exactly.
Fears that this is the thing that actually kills, I would say, the root chakra.
Yes.
Because most of us now traveled, changed the places. We are not connected to the motherland. We are far away from the parents. And this is the connection with your ancestors, with your earth, with your background.
Absolutely.
And we're all... that's why we have to believe in higher forces more.
That's right.
And then here again, we're coming back for the necessity of practicing yoga nowadays.
Right. Nela, I've been wanting to ask you this. Your title, Conscious Facilitator. How interesting and cool is that title? So please tell me, what do you do? And I also know you personally, so I know that you do many modalities, just to balance the chakras. So please tell us about that.
Yes, so Anastasia was talking something that I was like, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I bring people to life.
We're very much related.
Yeah. so we complement a lot. And when I say consciousness facilitator, it's about you, not pleasing the other, but you. So going back to your roots.
Yes.
We in Dubai, we don't have our roots. We don't have our families. We don't have our mother, father.
Even motherland, we don't have anything.
We are here in a new journey. In a new land. In Middle East, in the middle of the world. I am 10 hours ahead from my family. So what I see the future. I love that.
Yeah.
But when we come to the word consciousness facilitator, it's like going back to your roots where you really belong. And it doesn't mean also the motherland. So all the ancestors, all the story that is behind you. So when I practice yoga also, since 10 years ago that I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia.
Oh.
And fibromyalgia at the age of 24, it was
something with women's health,
and it's something that it's related with the brain, and it's with our neurons. But if we talk about the physical body, it's the neurons that are not connecting properly to the body. So they are sending the incorrect signal of pain. So we live in pain. We used to live in pain because I'm not in pain anymore. But everything is in the mind. If you go and do a scan, the scan will show nothing. The pain, it's not there. There's nothing wrong.
But the brain is sending the pain.
But the brain is sending the pain.
Wow.
And one of the first things that one of the doctors told me, it's an Ayurvedic doctor, I was in Mexico, and the first thing that he told me is that you have to do yoga. I'm like, okay, I'll do yoga. But how or for what? So at the beginning, you start doing yoga for the movement, for not losing the movement of the body. But once you realize that it comes with the connection of mind, soul, body, and your 7 bodies, your 7 chakras, your whole universe, everything changes.
Yes.
So it's bringing to consciousness everything that is surrounding you. Why? Because the fibromyalgia is related to the family or to these fibers that are connected to your family. And anything related to stress will bring the pain. Everything related to stress will bring depression.
Yes.
So everything, it's an illusion.
Yes.
So you have to work from the roots. You have to work from the behind what it is, the condition.
Absolutely.
And once you get into these all things or all alternative things that I like to know that it's part of my life, you get to see that there are a lot of alternatives complementing to each other. It's like, oh, I can do this not only for doing the exercise, because When they diagnosed the fibromyalgia, one of the things that they told me is that I was going to live in pain my whole life, and I was going to lose my mobility. Like, I'm not losing anything. First of all, I need to understand what's happening with me.
Yes.
And that's when I started to realize that life is beautiful and you don't have to stress for everything. You have to release control. You have to go back to your roots.
Of course.
Now in Dubai, I am doing some healing with my tribe. We call the Moonlight tribe, and we do different activities. We do all these grounding things.
Okay.
And the first thing that I thought that I was healing with my mother energy, so my feminine energy. Mm-hmm. So I was doing a lot of things, and suddenly I connected with my masculine energy, my grounding.
Right.
And now that I'm feeling it, that I am doing this process, everything's starting to change.
Right. Yeah.
So being conscious of bringing consciousness, being in the present of every single thing that you do, it's what makes you happier.
Yes.
And everything that it's not bringing you anything positive.
So proud of the way you've transformed your life, honestly. Incredible. And this is just an example of the power of the mind, right? Like how you can either let it deteriorate your existence or let it uplift your existence.
Exactly.
I think it's so beautiful. But then again, you were aware that you could do that and you didn't want to, go into ground like, in a certain way. So you helped yourself. But that's, again, I'm coming back to that. Not many people want to do that.
That's the thing that I was telling you. If you are in the moment of your life that you want to make a change, you have to get out of the bubble.
Yes, you have to get out of that bubble.
So that's a tricky thing. But once you find the people that will help you get out there, it's like connecting with someone that is bringing you from something else. You were talking about frequencies. So if you are in the same frequency, you can bring people higher with you.
Yes.
But if they're willing to change, if they're not willing to change, they will stay there.
Exactly. That's the whole thing.
That's the whole and that's the free will.
That's the free will.
Yeah, that's the choice.
The power
of
the free will as well.
This is the soul's choice. That's why, in the beginning of my yoga teaching career, I was so much enthusiastic. I was like, I want to help the world. I want to save people.
Right.
I went to schools, to universities, to the parks, gave free yoga lessons. Took people, grabbed people's hands, like, come, do, improve yourself. I talked to my friends, then I saw some of them became like, okay, enough.
Calm down.
And then I understood that nowadays many people choose to suffer.
Yes.
And this is it's somehow a very strong program installed in the minds even of my mother and my aunts and all of them. They love sufferings.
Yes.
When they suffer, they somehow think they are good.
Yes.
But when you stop suffering, you break the cycle. Many people start hating you. Or ignoring you, or really
you have to be brave. You have to be brave to accept it.
I confronted this in my life.
Yes.
I saw backs of so many people when I started my transformational journey.
Look. Yeah.
And it was unbelievable. I was hurt in the beginning, but then I found another step level up when I started turning off the reactions.
Yes.
And that changed the story.
See?
Because when you turn off the reactions, you grow.
You grow, of course.
And people have the right to make their own choice, even if it's deterioration, degeneration, degradation, you name it.
Absolutely.
And this is also, we have to respect their choice.
Yes.
Not, I had this mistake, I made this mistake before. I was like, okay, I'm going to help you, I'm going to make you happy. And then in the end, they were just, they don't need it. Maybe they need to pay their karmic debts right now.
Right.
Maybe they need to go, maybe they were incarnated as animals before.
Right.
We don't know. Maybe this is the first human incarnation. If taking into account the theory of rebirth.
Yes, so, I agree with you.
Yeah, so we cannot expect from the soul that was animal in the previous life to understand what we're even talking right now.
That's
true. That would be bad for us to judge them.
That is true.
That is in the end of the journey. Now I'm just sitting, meditating. And like, whoever is seeing my light will come.
All right.
Whoever is not ready, good luck to you guys.
So it's
they will have their own time.
They will have their own time,
And respect and be compassionate.
So you do believe that someone who's into these alternative modalities and healing and meditation and yoga is a more evolved soul?
No, I wouldn't say more evolved soul, but I think it means that these souls were incarnated much more times, and they probably already did this kind of practices in the previous lives, so they accumulated some sort of an energy.
Yeah.
And then this, because I always in my 20s, you know, I'm 40 plus, so when I was in my 20s, there was no internet.
Right.
Yeah, it was one email and very weak Google.
Wow.
So there was no information about yoga. And in my country, I'm from Ukraine, it's not like, you know, India or something. So I was looking for books in the age of 19, 18, 21 about yoga. I don't know, somehow it was always on my mind.
Right.
And then I came back to yoga only in my late 30s. So it means, and I started practicing within 2 years, I did them all difficult asanas. So as I understand, I was already doing this in my previous life. So now I'm just revising.
Right, it's ingrained in your DNA.
But it doesn't mean that my soul is more evolved. It means that I was maybe like, it's more like our old archetype of a soul. But evolution doesn't mean that you can be you can be reborn once and do the evolution. And unfortunately, you can be reborn 100 times. And still make the same mistakes, the same cycle. What unfortunately I see around myself. So many people might need 100 lives more. I don't know. I'm not assuming anything. I can just, you know, kind of...
Yeah, of course.
Relatively speaking, because I see that the evolution process is so also individual.
Yeah, sure. So these modalities, these alternative modalities like Reiki, healing, meditation, yoga, can all this sort of speed up a soul's journey?
Yes. For sure, right? Everything can. The purpose of our life and coming to this earth is about improvement.
Yes.
So we have to improve to the maximum level, cleanse ourselves, cleanse our minds, and of course cleanse our souls. We forget that it's a different thing. Body, mind, and soul are different, 3 different dimensions.
Yes, for sure.
And that's why yoga connects them all.
Yes.
In a unity. But what's happening to your body not necessarily is related to your soul.
So
So of course. It's all dubious. Still, we don't know 100%. But in my opinion, all these kinds of activities, Reiki, healing, everything is helping. Oils, anything, because it's all about improvement of the soul, improvement of the personality, and of course, body.
Of course,
it's bringing you to the consciousness of what you're having. So.
Respect in the present moment.
Yes.
That's what we have to learn. Respect the present moment. Like I'm drinking coffee and I have to freeze, slow down and just enjoy the taste. Feeling each seed, feeling each grain and even the water, touch the cup. That actually, it's already awareness.
I just did that now. I just did that and I just enjoyed that
you
cup
just
of
followed
tea.
the instructions.
Exactly.
I started already guided meditation.
I feel I'm already in a very meditative state right now as we speak.
I want to add is that you said something very, very interesting, Anastasia.
Like what?
Because people are being the victims of their stories. And they are not willing to do the heroes of their stories. So when they are willing to do that change of swap, let's imagine a cup of water in front of us. And it's at the middle. People would say, I see half full or I see half empty. So it's not good, it's not bad. It's just the perspective that you look into your life.
That's very deep. I agree. Very deep.
How full it is of joy, of these beautiful moments, and how of lacking of other stuff. So again, what are you paying attention in your life?
What is your focus? Do you want to focus on your miseries and be there, like you mentioned? Earlier, some people just love being in that misery, or you want to change.
But it is enchanting because it's easier. It's easier.
It's easier to
Try to do yoga every day and meditation. Just sit in meditation. Don't do yoga. It's physically difficult.
Correct.
Sit with yourself.
Absolutely.
15 minutes a day.
Absolutely.
You will die from different thoughts, and then you will stop it in a couple of days.
Seriously.
Because nobody wants to confront themselves. It's very easy to lie to yourself, you know.
It's very
I'm
easy.
happy. I'm happy. You are not happy.
You're not happy.
Do you even believe yourself? No.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
this is now a new image in the society. You know, everybody's happy. Everybody is pretending that they are super nice, super good. Lying is becoming a new like honesty. You know, and if you're honest, you are being crucified. Unfortunately,
it's sad. It's sad.
Honest to whom? To your inner truth?
To
the one that you want to
anything.
Yes,
But
that's
if you're
true.
honest to yourself, you will be honest to others. Believe me.
Yes.
But if you're lying to yourself,
Yes.
you will lie to everyone else.
That is true. I
When
completely
I see
agree
person
with
is
that.
lying to others, I know she's lying to herself.
Yeah.
He is lying to himself.
Yes. So just to, for our readers, if you want to know some poses which can help you de-stress, we believe Balasana pose is one, child pose, because that the blood circulation honestly flows very seamlessly, your hips, your joints, everything is great. Setu Bandhana pose is another one. The downward dog pose as well. I love that, honestly. It's one of my favorite.
It is a relaxing yoga pose. It's actually a relaxing yoga pose for rest, so it's very good.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Halasana as well, plow pose.
Yeah.
And Savasana, of course, we all love that. That comes in the end.
You know, I would like to add about Shavasana. It's the most difficult pose in yoga. Did you know about that?
I have heard that, and I know that most people don't do the Shavasana right. Because they just, by the time they reach there, they're relaxed. They just like, yes.
The problem with Shavasana, I always put the person, if I see a person the first time in my life, I put him or her in Shavasana, and I can say at least 40 minutes of psychological characteristic of the person.
Oh, really?
Because in Shavasana, you're supposed to lie down without movement.
Yes.
Without any vibrations or shaking for at least 5 minutes. Breathe in, concentration on your breath.
Yes.
Totally relaxed. And also observing yourself from outside.
Yes.
And in future, preferably without breathing.
Oh.
So the advanced yogis can stay in Shavasana for 2-3 minutes without moving, without breathing, and without thinking.
Beautiful.
Can you imagine that?
Oh my,
so when
that
people
is
are
hard.
telling me, "Oh, put me in Shavasana," I'm like, "Okay, I can."
We'll see if you can do it.
2 minutes, no breathing, no moving, no thinking.
Oh wow.
I think it will be easier not breathing but not thinking. That will be
Exactly.
So thank you, ladies, once again for a lovely episode and podcast session. And if you want to be the change maker, then do reach out to us on any one of our social media handles. Or if you are someone who needs a change, then again reach out to any of us. We're here to help you. Do leave a comment as well. If you liked watching our episode, you can get it on YouTube. For now, it's a wrap. If you like the outfits that we're wearing, say thanks to Eram Khan. Her Instagram handle is @e.s.k official, as well as makeup has been done by Alisha Karim. Reach out to her as well, alisha.makeupartist. For now, it's a wrap from us. Thank you so much. This is ARK Talkies, Anjana Kumar show, signing off.